your next topic, which is going to be about parse trees. So here in parse trees, the parsing in the sense very simple. So in parsing process, the output which is going to be what? Your parse tree, which is going to be the output. Or else we used to call it the syntax tree, whatever that we have. Those syntax tree we used to call it as an parse trees. So in parsing process, what we are going to construct, the parse tree is the one we are going to construct. In syntactic analysis phase, the output which is going to be your parse tree, or input which is going to be your input string. Okay, so the graphical representations for derivations is called what? Parse trees. So we used to call it in hierarchical syntactic structure. So here in this hierarchical syntactic structure, we have some more things to concentrate. The first one is about each interior node of parse tree is labeled by some non-terminals. For example, in this example, A gives XYZ, where A, which is going to be an either we could consider as an start symbol or else we could consider as a non-terminal. So the interior node which will be your non-terminal. So A, which is the interior node here, from that we are going to derive the XYZ. So the interior node of the parse tree which is going to be non-terminal, which is an important point here, and the children of the node uh, are always labeled from left to right. Okay, in derivations, in top down parsing, whenever that we are going to construct the children, always we have to start from left and then we move towards right. So this is going to be one more reason why we used to call it as an leftmost derivations. So always the children of the node are labeled from left to right. So this is going to be the second important thing. And then the leaves of parse trees are always terminals. So the leaves in the sense the final leaves whatever that we have in the parse trees. Okay, the leaves of parse trees are labeled as terminals or non-terminals, but the final leaves alone which will be your terminal, because our objective is to construct the input string in the parse trees. We are going to use this parse trees. So see here in this example, the input string is going to be minus id plus id is the input string, and then here we are going to uh, use cfg, and using cfg we are going to construct parse tree. In this construction we are going to start from capital E, where first the first step we are going to convert the capital E into minus E. So E to the leftmost you will have a minus symbol, and to the rightmost you have capital E. And we are going to take the rightmost capital E, and further we are going to construct into E with nested parenthesis. That's going to be a second step. And in third step we are going to take, once again we are going to take the capital E, and then we are going to construct further into E plus E. That's going to be a third step. And finally the leftmost E will be converted into id, and then we will have in plus in between e plus e, and then we are going to take the rightmost capital E, and then we are going to convert it into id. So together in this parse trees you will have minus opening bracket id plus id and then closing bracket. Okay, so the leaves of the parse trees are labeled either as terminals or as non-terminals. And then you have two technical terms here which is called as an yield or frontier. So yield or frontier in the sense whenever we used to apply the productions, okay, to the leftmost part of your productions, whatever that we have, we used to call it as a frontier, and to the rightmost of your productions, whatever it may be a terminal or non-terminal, we used to call it as an yield. Okay, so these are the important things about parse trees. So while discussing about parse trees, these are the things that you have to concentrate on, which is going to be the graphical representation, and second one we used to call it as a hierarchical syntactic structure, and third one we have to use non-terminal as interior node, and fourth one whenever that we are going to uh, construct the children's, always you have to start from the left and then we move towards right. And then the next important thing is the leaves may be either which is going to be a non-terminal symbol or terminal symbol. And then the final thing is about we have two things as yield and frontier. So these are the things about your parse trees. And then finally we are going to move towards the top down parsing and bottom up parsing. So far we have discussed about context free grammars, and then we know about parse trees. So with the help of these two things, context free grammars and parse trees, how we are going to construct top down parsing and bottom up parsing. Okay, so this is going to be the next one. So these things are very important here, because so these two questions, both top down parsing and bottom up parsing, is very important question. For about 95%, surely we would expect this in university exams. Both in section B, suppose if they are going to ask in section B, they used to ask separately, either as top down parsing or else bottom up parsing. Okay, suppose if they are going to ask in section C together, by combining top down parsing and bottom up parsing, they used to ask this particular question. So top down parsing and bottom up parsing are very easy question, and then easy to answer question. So this is going to be a very easiest one to answer. So you kindly concentrate on these two important questions. Okay, so top down parsing and bottom up parsing, it's very simple. So top down parsing in the sense, always we are going to start from the root node, and then we are going to move towards the leaves. So start from the top, and then we are going to move towards the bottom. Okay, that's why we are calling it as a top down parsing. So here the derivation technique that we are going to use here is leftmost derivations. Okay, so that's the thing that we are going to use. And then the problem in constructing this parse tree, so what is the problem that we have, and what is the solution that we have to give to that particular problem. So that's going to be the important thing about this top down parsing. um, so we're going to take input string, and then using productions we are going to construct what, parse tree. So that's the thing. So starting from root, we are going to move towards what, your leaves. So here the order that we are going to use, we used to call it as in pre-order, or else we used to call it as depth first mechanisms. Okay, and then the technique here that we're going to use here is nothing but what, leftmost derivations for your input string. And then this is the example that we have. This is the input string that we have, id plus id into id. So to this input string, we are going to use the production. So this is the production that we have. E gives t dash e dash, which gives plus t dash r capital T. Okay, and that's not small t here, which is going to be capital T here. And then t gives ft dash, and the t dash which gives asterisk ft dash, or the empty string belongs to symbol. And then f give, which gives nested parenthesis r id. So this is the production that we have, and this is the input string that we have. And then the next one, so this is the parse tree that we have constructed. So starting from capital E, and then move towards the id plus id into id. So this is going to be the parse tree that we are going to construct. So already we have discussed, we have some key problems and that to be solved. So the key problems are determining the production that to be applied. So we have a number of productions. So what is the production that we have to apply at the appropriate places? So there won't be any confusion to derive that particular input string. So determining the production that to be applied, which is going to be the first problem, and matching that terminal uh, symbol in the productions to construct the input string. So that's going to be the second problem. So these are the two problems that we have. The first problem, determining the production that to be applied, and second problem is matching the terminal at appropriate places in the while constructing the parse tree. So these are the two problems actually that we have. um, and then in general form of top down parsing, we have these two things. The first one we used to call it as in two types of top down parsing. The first one, which is going to be rdp. Rdp stands for recursive descent parsing. Here the technique that they are going to use is backtracking. So here the backtracking is required one in rdp. And then you have one more special case, we used to call it as in predictive parsing. So in predictive parsing, where backtracking is not required. So these are the two important types of top down parsing that we have. As first one, which is going to be rdp, recursive descent parsing, and second one, which is going to be this one, predictive parsing. So these are the two types of top down parsing that we have. Okay, and then coming to the next topic, bottom up parsing, so which corresponds to constructing a parse tree for an input string. So we are going to start at the leaves and then we are going to move towards the root. So exactly opposite to your top down parsing here. So here also we have some simple example. So we have an production, this is the production that we are going to use, and then this is the input string that we have, id into id. This is the input string that we have. So for this input string only we are going to construct that parse tree. Okay, so see here, we are going to start from id plus id. So we are going to start from leaf and then we are moving towards what, the root node. So first we are going to take the id and then we are going to reduce the id into capital F. So this is the first step actually that we are performing here. So this is the production that we are using. So we are going to reduce id into what, capital F. Okay, and we have applied that particular production here. So in bottom up parsing we are going to use the technique named as what, reduction, whereas in top down parsing we are going to use the technique named as what, derivation. So these things are very important. And further one more reduction we are going to do, where capital F will be converted into what, capital T. So we are going to use the second production. So we are going to use this particular second production where F will be reduced to what, capital T. So like that similarly, further we are going to reduce and reduce, and finally we are going to reach the start symbol. The start symbol is going to be your capital T. So the capital T will be your non-terminal, and further the capital T will be further reduced to capital E. So the capital E will be your start symbol. So capital E, we are going to end with the capital E. So we are going to start from leaves and we are going to move towards root node. So we used to call this particular technique as a bottom up parsing. And then here we have an type, bottom up parsing type, we used to call it as shift reduce parsing. This is very important one, shift reduce parsing. And then here using this technique we would be able to construct an automatic parser. We used to call it an LR parser. LR stands for left to right parser, left to right parser. L stands for left to right actually, and R stands for rightmost derivation in reverse. So we used to use the technique named as rightmost derivations, but in a reverse manner we used to use. So we have some tools called automatic parser generator. So using those automatic parser generator we would be able to construct some efficient LR parser. So we have some two important types in bottom up parser. The two important types are, first one which is going to be shift reduce parsing, and second one which is going to be construction of an LR parser. So these are the two important subtypes that we have in bottom up parser. So being student you have to concentrate on these two important questions very much, where CFG, which is a very important question, normally they used to ask it in section C part. Surely we would expect that particular question. 90% we would expect that CFG. And then whenever you people are going to explain about top down parsing or bottom up parsing, you have to start with the title, derivations and parse trees. So first you have to give some introduction about derivations and parse trees, and further you have to move towards um, top down parsing or bottom up parsing. Okay, so that's it. So these are the things about top down parsing, bottom up parsing, CFG, and then derivations and parse trees. So concentrate on these things. Okay, so in CFG the four quantities, and then derivations and reductions, leftmost derivation and rightmost derivations, and then the types of top down parsing, and then types of bottom up parsing. So all these things are very important one, because based on these things only further we are going to concentrate on um, the upcoming topics. So based on these things only, we would be able to understand whatever the upcoming topics that we have in further third unit or fourth unit that we have. Okay.